You know what? It really would be useful. Part of life's funny mistakes is admitting when you've done a whoopsie. And I just bought some of these. I went into the shop and the chap was like, "Oh, I was walking around doing some work in let's just start again. Hello, everyone. I have literally just got in the door from work. I say from work. I just got in the door about half an hour ago. I'm quite excited because I went in to go and have a look at... where was it? I was in Tunbridge Wells, and they got a music shop in there. And as I was walking past yesterday evening on the way back from the gym, I decided to stop in and have a little scout because obviously I badly play the guitar. So I was like, oh, I'll have a little look in there because I've been thinking about getting a different one for a while and just, have a little look and see what they've got. Anyway, got in there, played what was it? It was a Faith Venus, it was, the Blood Moon. Beautifully made guitar. This is a Fender Dreadnought, so it's quite a big one. That one, just a lot more, I suppose, diminutive, just a lot easier to play, actually. And I very nearly walked away with it because it was on offer. But instead what I did is I bought some new strings. So I've got these ones, which are the Dragon Skin Plus. Apparently these are just as good as the Elixirs, which are on here. But the Elixirs were 10 gauge. I don't really understand what the difference is between gauges. These are quite heavy gauge strings because they have quite... I suppose strong fingers, I guess. It's hard. I can't feel a lot of stuff in my fingertips due to chainsaws and being a fairly active, busy person. I have a bit of nerve damage in my fingers, and also the bike accident didn't help. So I can't feel the strings. And I thought that moving over to a heavier gauge string might actually help that out. But as it stands, it actually didn't. It just didn't really... Yeah, it didn't really help at all. It just is tearing up my fingers and trying to do any sort of different things. So I've already taken the E string off, but trying to do things like it's actually quite hard not hard to slide, but when you do the bends, you really have to like wrench on it with two fingers. See what I mean? Doesn't really work. So yeah, well, I'll give it a bit of a go, but that's what an A chord sounds like. There you go. So we're gonna change this over and see how they do. I'm gonna have to Google it because I've actually forgotten how to do the bit at the top. And I don't really have the proper tool for it. So I'm going to really upset some guitar purists by using my trusty Leatherman that I've put somewhere. And doing it using that. So I'll jump back to you in a second and we can go from there. Ow. Okay. Right. We've got the heater on. Let's double check. You can see. I really like the front-facing camera of these DJI action things, but they should turn on. Okay, we've got the strings off. One of them actually snapped in my hand, which was quite exciting. I'm going to put some of this on it. Just D'Addario fingerboard conditioner. I only changed these September. So they've been on... September, October, oh fucking hell, September, October, November, December, January, February, 5 months, so 6, yeah, so they're about due a change anyway then, really. So, yeah, but we have a cup of tea, we're going to get rid of some of this goop on here. Oh, nice little clean run. Yeah, again, see, it's actually not that bad. It's quite clean, generally, considering I've had my sticky grubby mitts on it. I'll give this a little rub down too. This guitar was actually a very loving I suppose it's sort of gift slash not really gift. It's a long-term loan from my dearest sibling, who it's actually theirs, but they haven't played it for a while, or they were going to learn and then sort of didn't. So they very lovingly allowed me to take it on for a bit and play it in order to teach myself how to play the guitar, which was quite nice of them, I think. So now let's read the instructions quickly. Hydrate fingerboard, condition it, I don't care. Harmful or fatal if swallowed. Okay, so you put it in your eyes then. Then now had your instrument's fingerboard immediately buff dry with soft clean cloth. First results, remove strings before cleaning fingerboard. Okay, so I guess you just do this then, right? I don't really want to do it directly to it, that's the thing. Let's get rid of this. Spooges of that. Oh, there we go. See, this just does make it look like $1,000,000. Cool. Let's get that off. Chuck that in the bin. Get this. Immediately buff it off. Now as well, bear in mind, I don't actually know how to do this properly. I just sort of figure this stuff out. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, cleans up quite nicely actually. Makes it look quite good. Cool, right. Now, let's get back to this. Go in the bin. These are my new strings, my dragon skins. 1st and 4th string. Okay, that'll be interesting. I'll have to remember which one's which. Envelope corrosion proof. Ooh, I have a sticker. Already. There you go, that's worth having it. 2nd and 5th strings. Okay, so 1st strings. 1st and 4th. That looks deceptively easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose could be. Because you've got the 4 brass coated ones and then the 3. Sorry, you've got the 3 brass coated ones and then the 3 normal ones. Well, maybe it could be them. Right, I'm gonna watch a video. Sussed it. So, you set the post so that the hole is pointing up and down. You get your string, you push it through. See what I'm doing, hopefully. You get the string, you push it through on the inside, like that. And then you take about 1 inch, so to the next post up, you take that slack, push it down, turn it around, over the post, and then you push it down, and then that's when you start winding this up. Make sure that that stays over the thing like that. Wind them up. Come on there. Yes, that's right. Keep the string under the tail sticking out. So just keep pushing down until you get a bit of a tone. And then you can use your proper tool, not a Leatherman, to trim that off. Cool. On the other ones. Up the string. Into the thing. Take an inch. Go back. Over the top. Push down. Keep it down. Wind. Also, before, I've forgotten to make sure that I wind up the opposite way on the side. Just a little sandwich in there. Okay. Nice. And we have 3 done. He's already not on high strings, I think, and it helps as well. Because I had okay, right, so just sorry. Hang on a second. Into the springly. Get some thread, take an inch, push it back through. Around this way, on the inside. Okay, this is just a kind of an initial tap. String goes on the tail of that one. Keep twisting. And then we'll. Happy days. Time to get through. Time to get through. Oh, nicely done, Charlie. No massive problems. Sit on that properly. Excuse me. Go. So this one. Although I did get it mixed up. I went first string to sixth string the wrong way round. To me, this is the first string, not that. So when you're doing these, make sure you... Because I got them on and I was like, well, hang on a minute, why is this third string, this E, A... Elephants always do get, yeah, G string. Big ears. That's how it goes. Elephants always do get big ears. Yeah. I thought to myself, well, that doesn't really sit right, you know. That doesn't feel right that this string is going to have the... It's going to have more of... Or sorry, this string doesn't sit right. That the big string, the low E, has somehow got a somehow a thinner gauge than the whatever string I took the G string. That doesn't really sound right to me. Well, ladies and gents, because it isn't. And I was making the fuck up. Cool. Just get that a little chop. And the last one. Nope, I think that one fucked up. We'll be back in a second. Right. Awful. Let's try and tune this up. So, I have got a Fishman tuner on this one. So we know obviously this one should be a G and E. F, that's a very low F. A, B, C, D, E. E, A, F, S, D, E, C. Still a little bit out of tune in it. What I'll do, I think I'll use the guitar tuner one. So, obviously, this is not sponsored or anything like that at all, but this guitar tuner app is very useful. Turn that off. Okay, guitar. This is a half step down. That's what I quite like to do. So, we just literally have a guitar. Okay. So that's the D sharp, this one. So let's maybe just do normal tuning for now. Change this one, guitar string, 6 string standard. Yeah. Tune up. Eight. Eight and E. And this should be, it's ringing me. I'll run it back in a second. Then this should be a nice G chord. Okay, still doesn't sound quite right. Yeah, this quite often happens where I think it might be because it's a cheap guitar. I think some of these things pull out. So. That sounds much better. Okay, let's have a little go. I'll run back quickly, but a little go first. This is what the A minor chord sounds like. Ah, much better. Let's get a pick involved, shall we? That already does sound a lot better. It sounds a bit more easier for me to move around. So I can do this. It's very, very good. Very, very much enjoy that. I wonder if I can see if I've been trying to teach myself Simple Man, but it's quite hard doing that. That's good. But it's obviously doesn't work that way. But yeah, this is very nice. Honestly, you want to have a bit of fun with a guitar, and a way to make it sound completely different and give it a new lease of life is new strings. And I quite like these strings. I mean, I'm not really experienced enough to know any different, but... Did he sound alright? You can tell I'm used to playing with heavier strings, can't you? That, very happy with that. That is good. I very much enjoy that. How's it going? Very much like. Anyway, that's all for me today. I'm going to hit the gym. I might take you with me, actually. I've got a new tripod, hence why you're stood up at a bit of a cooler angle than you normally are, balanced on whatever I've got around. So I might do that. I've got to hydrate as well and get myself over there. But anyway, peace.